Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living right here in beautiful Fullerton, California. Thank you all for joining us here today in person and also online. My name is Tomoko Rosas and I'm a practitioner here at the center. Please join me in stating our purpose statement. We are a loving spiritual community, empowering all to live healthy and successful lives through practicing the principles of science of mind. A few announcements before we get started. First of all, happy Memorial Day. That's Monday, but it's the weekend. And we remember and honor all who have served and sacrificed for our freedom that we enjoy today. Okay. All right, we have a new shipment of books, and they're all at $5. So, and it's limited quantity, so please take a look. All the books that are on the counter at the bookstore are $5 each. And today is Prayer Wall Sunday. And this is our third time around, and it's been working out really great. So Reverend Bill will lead us later during service. And this Saturday, May 30th, that's the next QHHT Past Life Regression group session. And that's going to start at 10 a.m. promptly. And I like confirmation. I have a few more spots still open, so if you'd like to come to that, please see me after service, and the details are in the program. And anyone interested in joining our membership, please see Sally today. The Wednesday Spiritual Support Group is ongoing at 1 p.m. for all to join if you like. And Spiritual Mind Treatment Prayer Lab is ongoing as well on Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Unexpected Income Club is doing great, and thank you all for your continued participation. And stay tuned for our Total Wine and More fundraising efforts. That's going to be coming up, and I'm just waiting for confirmation from them. All right, so stay tuned. And that's it from me, and I will pass it on to Rick and Tommy.
I need to be still and let God love me. I need to be still and let God love me. When this old world starts to push and shove me, I need to be still and let God love me.
As we come together on this glorious morning, please join me in knowing that God is all there is. God is the infinite intelligence, divine love, one power, one presence, one life. We are each one with God. We live and move and have our being in this one presence, one life. We are inseparable and integral to the oneness of all. And this is the truth of who we are. And from this place of oneness, I bless this morning's service, knowing that it is already perfect, wonderful, and complete, full of inspiration and messages of love, peace, and harmony. As we move into the service, I bless and express my gratitude for all of our wonderful and dedicated volunteers, beautifully expressing divine love through service. I bless the ushers and the greeters, the loving hands that prepare the coffee fellowship. I bless our amazing musicians, my fellow practitioners, our wise board of trustees, I bless the children and the loving teachers of our junior church. And I bless our congregation who are here in the sanctuary and joining us online. And a special blessing for Reverend Dr. Bill Salisbury this morning for his commitment to Spirit, to deliver messages of truth, love, peace, and inspiration that is personal to each one of us today. In high gratitude, I declare this service good and very good, and so it is. Okay. So good morning once again. My name is Tomoko Rosas, and I'm a practitioner here at the center. My reading today is from The Desire Factor by Christy Whitman, and it's available today for only $5. And it's a cute book. I started reading it. I thought, oh, this might hit the point of what Reverend Bill might be talking about today. So the section is called Where the Rubber Hits the Road. Some who study and practice the law of attraction misinterpret one of its main precepts. Regardless of what some teachers of it advocate, it is not enough to simply sit around visualizing and believing. We have to demonstrate trust in our desires by first receiving the inner guidance and next by taking action on them. Consider this: if you're dead set about manifesting something you desire without offering any action on your part, as many law of attraction students are, just think of the energetic stance you are placing yourself in. You're defying the universe to give you something you want, while you yourself are not cooperative participant in this unfolding. Remember, you are equal parts, non-physical and physical. And action is the physical link that brings the vibration of your desire into the three-dimensional world of form. And every time you follow through on an impulse and see the results, as I did with the publishing of this book, you increase your ability to trust and believe in yourself and the very deliberate role you are here to play in the process of manifestation. There comes a point in every act of creation when it's time to pick up a pen, to make the call, to download the app, or to follow through on that hunch. The physical component of manifestation is every bit as important as the non-physical. Taking action is the way the energy continues to move, to pick up speed, and to become. If you don't accept the gift of the desire, the energy of it will lose momentum and eventually return back to its source. The way you accept it is by allowing the energy to inspire you to action. This is the point at which, as they say, the rubber hits the road. Action is the tipping point where the energetic momentum has gathered so much ferocity that it simply must evolve into something physical. It's the point at which there is so much focused attention, excitement, and positive expectation around the desire that to stay still would be unnatural. You're leaning so much into your desire and have so much energy invested in it that at a certain point, you can no longer stay cooped up at the starting gate. You are imbued with clarity and are so single-mindedly focused on the result you're committed to creating that it would take really a lot of opposing energy to knock you off your game. There's an old saying, that you've probably heard. If you want to get something done, give it to someone who's busy. This expression really speaks to the momentum of action. What it means is that when someone already has an established pattern of vibration that they back up through action, they are more likely to keep that momentum in motion and less likely to drop the ball when you give them a task. They have already established themselves as the kind of person who gets things done. This is the signal they are sending out, and the universe responds to it. The same is true with action. When we're pushing against the stream, even one more task or to-do item added to the list can throw us into a tailspin. But when we're going with the current, when we're in the zone and firing on all cylinders, so to speak, there is truly no limit to what we can accomplish, because the energy of our desire is unopposed by resistance. Please join me in prayer. There is only one life. This life is God. This life is perfect. And this life is my life now. And I speak my word for all of us here and all who my voice reaches. Today I claim all the blessings of God eternally being poured to us every moment of our lives. It may look like prosperity, abundance, divine perfect health and healing, mind, body, and soul, peace and harmony in all relationships, divine right purpose and service to mankind, or joy, happiness, inspiration, and sense of fulfillment in every moment. All we need to do is be willing to receive with a grateful heart and act on the desires that inspires us to move. And know that all is well and everything is working out for the highest good for all. Thank you, God, and so it is.
As time passes, like a river, never to return. So do our lives flow on forever until we finally learn the source of everything is patiently waiting for her beloved and welcomes us home. Home to the ocean of love. Your eyes open to the goodness. Never more than now. And your mind reveals the closeness without telling you how. The course of your heart is awaiting direction. So let go and set sail for home. Home to the ocean of love. hold to me. Life is here just for you, and I have made you to be free. And I am that I am in you. I am your source and I'm patiently waiting. My beloved, I welcome you home, home to the ocean of love. Home to the ocean of love. Home to the ocean of love.
That's right, Dale. What a great song, yes. So, good morning. Good morning. I am Reverend Bill. Happy to be here. So, we're still working under the overarching theme of divine promises. The title of today's talk is Don't Wait for God to Do It. Let me begin this way. I watched this interview a while back, and it was about a lady, and I don't even know what the show was. She has her own show, and she's interviewing this little, probably 5 or 6 year old guy, and she's sitting down beside him, and he's sitting beside her, and she says, "So, what do you do when Daddy says, 'I'll do it later'?" And he thinks for a second, and he says, "We wait." And she says, "Well, how long do you wait?" And he thinks for just half a second, and he says, "Well, till Mommy does it." Now, I'm not saying that we should wait for Mother, Father, God to take care of us. And as a matter of fact, that would happen. There's no question about it. But I want to talk about why would we wait? And when I thought of this talk title, I thought I wanted to kind of examine it from 3 different directions, because I think there's 3 different messages going on here at the same time. I mean, they are inextricably bound up with one another, but still there are little nuances in there that I think deserve our attention. So, I want to start like this. You ever wait for the right time to do something? Newsflash. There's no right time. Well, in a manner of speaking, there's no right time. Because if we all waited for the right time to get married, to change jobs, to start a business, to buy a house, to raise a family, to do any of those things, probably by now this world would be 0 population, because we'd all died off while we were waiting for the right time, and there wouldn't be anybody, no new generation coming up to keep it going. But on the other hand, there is a right time, because the right time is
Now.
now. Now. It's the only right time there is, and it's right now. So we can't wait for now. Now's already here. We don't wait for God to do something, because God is already doing something right now. And we're right in the middle of it. We're right in the mix, whether we want to be or not. You know, they say, and every sage, every saint, every guru has told us the same thing. If we take one step toward God, now depending on the person you're listening to, God is either taking 2 steps toward us, 10 steps toward us, 100 steps toward us, but certainly more steps than we're taking toward God. In fact, in some fashion or another, when we finally say, you know what, I think I'm going that way, God just comes rushing to greet us. Imagine, I don't know, imagine you were 14 years old and you just got back from spending the summer with your auntie in West Virginia or somewhere, and your mother came to meet you at the airport. That's how fast God's coming for us, about at the speed that mother's coming for us. This almost feels like Mother's Day again, doesn't it? I didn't really mean for that to happen, but why not? So, another thing I'd like to point out is today is yesterday's tomorrow. So, we can shorten that and just say today is tomorrow. Today is tomorrow and next year and the rest of our life, because it's all happening right now. There is no other time than now. If we want to do something, if we want to have something, if we want something to happen, we have to put it in motion right now. If we said, well, imagine, if you're a gardener and you got this little packet of seeds that, I don't know, May Company sent you, or Sears or something, and you said, well, I'm going to plant these tomorrow. When are they going to get planted? They're never going to get planted. And I think Ernest Holmes said it about as good as I could say it. He said this, that we need to know, and we need, if we're going to be in right practice, and don't we do that? We are spiritual practitioners. If we want to be in right practice, we have to know that ultimate right action is now, today. If we say tomorrow it is going to be, then according to the very law we are using, we hold the answer in a state of futurity which can never become present. If it's always going to be, if we're talking about tomorrow, remember, when we talk, when we speak into, when we put our thought, the mold of what is going to be our future demonstration, when we put that into the subjective mind, that field of potentiality, that infinite field of possibilities, when we put it in there, it's coming to us fully formed. But if what we're putting in there is tomorrow, there is no tomorrow. Tomorrow is now. It has to be now. We have to do it now for anything to ever occur tomorrow. In fact, I think when we talk about doing it tomorrow or next week or next month or next year, we're kind of negotiating with our future. Now, I know we're great negotiators, but the fact of the matter, you can't negotiate with something that has no existence. How's that going to happen? So, we don't want to get into that little rut. We want to make all of our activity take place right here, right now. I mean, that's the basic axiom of who we are, yes? We do it right here, right now. There is no other time. And if we want another time, we have to be right here, right now in order to even get there. The only place, the only time we can ever get to anything is from here. You heard that expression, we can't get there from here? Well, that's absolutely backwards. The only way we can get there is from here. This is the only place that there is to go. And everything about tomorrow is a direct result, 100% direct result from what we're going to do right here, right now, today. Not to mention the fact that tomorrow isn't even promised. There's no promise of tomorrow. We love to have tomorrows, but there's no guarantee. It's like somebody once said, you know, it's a no possibility of this ever changing. The sun's always going to rise in the east and set in the west. Well, I got a hunch that one day that's not going to happen. I'm not sure what's going to happen to us. Well, I guess I am sure. It might not be pretty. But there's no guarantee. The only guarantee we have is guaranteeing ourselves our place in the cosmos, our place in that eternal, infinite amount of divinity right now, right here. So, we're not going to wait. And then, of course, we say we want to wait for God to do it. But we know that we are created as co-creators. Now, I don't want to make you nervous, but, and I don't know how long humanity has been around. I don't think anybody does. We all have good ideas, but every time we say something definitively, like this is etched in stone, couldn't be any other way, guess what? Oh, a year from now, or 10 years, or 100 years from now, we discover, damn, was I wrong about that? Imagine that. But let's just say, I don't know, maybe mankind's been around for, take a pick, 10,000 years, 30,000 years, 100,000 years. That is less than a blink of the eye in the overall course of how long the planet's been around, let alone the universe has been around. And I'm not sure that, I don't think we have an answer yet as to whether this human experiment is going to be a success. All we can do is do what we can do, and we do that by co-creating with that divine mind, with that consciousness that grounds all being, with that one and only power and presence there is from which all other power comes. We have to co-create. So, are we going to let God do it? Oh, we could wait, let God do it. You know, we have these places that, I shouldn't say this, I don't know, there's some sort of place that they call God's waiting room. I'm not sure what that is, but we could go to God's waiting room, we could wait. Or we could just saddle up and get out there and make it happen. Isn't that a way better affirmation, make it happen, than, well, let's just sit and wait and see what happens. Sometimes we do sit and wait to see what happens. And whatever it is that happens could come about one of two ways. One, it could just be willy-nilly, it could be fate, could be kismet, although Ernest Holmes, our founder, says there is no such thing. Or it could be something that's brought about because of our intention, because of our affirmation, because of our declaration that that is so, that that is what we deserve, that that is ours by divine birthright, that it's coming to us. All we have to do is build it. We can just call the factory and go factory direct. We don't need the middleman. We don't need the salesman. We don't need the white shoes, you know. We don't need anybody but ourselves. All we have to do is go within and connect, unify with that presence. Recognize it, unify with it, say, yes, God, you are, and guess what? I am. Remember Florence Scovel Shinn, and she told us that there are three major words. Three words that make this world what it is, that make my world what it is, make everybody's individual world what it is. Am, have, choose. And of course there's an I that goes with each. I am. I am. Everything that I say after I say I am is that demand I'm making on the universe, and it's going to fill it because this universe, this spiritual law, is mechanical. It knows only to say yes. It cannot say no. I cannot order something from my subconscious, from that subjective field, and hear wait a minute, Bill, are you sure that's what you want? Doesn't happen like that. I put my order in, it's coming just that way. It's going to be delivered. So I am. I can say, I am happy, I am joyous, I am love, and I am loving, I am beauty, and I am affluent, I am abundant, I am prosperous. I am a part of this global community. Or we could say something else. Oh, I'm broke. Oh, you know, I'm just not enough for this. Oh, I'm going down. We create it. We order it. We make it what it is. So I am. I have. Ooh. I have abundance. I have beauty in my life. I have everything I need. I have my every care taken care of. I have my every wish, my every desire for good fulfilled because I am in constant contact with that spiritual law. Or, I have a cold. I have a horrible time in the mornings. Of course you do. I have this, I have that. Whatever it is that we have, we're demanding. We're not saying I'm going to have it. We're saying it's mine right now. It's already, it's done. I'll get to that a little bit more in a minute. And the other one, I choose. I choose. I want this in my life. I choose it. I want happiness. I choose it. I want joy. I choose it. And I don't care what else is going on. We know this. We know something could have happened to me this morning that I really didn't like. But I can still choose joy. I can choose to take the lesson from that happening, and I can choose to allow it to lift me onward and upward into that range of divinity, that ether, if you wish, that is everywhere at all times, and it's this completely connected web of life that includes everything that's ever been, everything it ever will be. And because it does, I can create what I want at will. It's not going to be withheld from me because I am a co-creator with God. And when do I do that? Right now. When do I co-create? Right now. I might not even be thinking about it. I don't need to have the intention. I don't need to sit and meditate and say, I'm going to think about this. My thoughts are going on all the time. And because they're going on all the time, I'm creating all the time. I'm co-creating all the time because my thoughts are what manifest, what demonstrate, what outpicture in my world according to my thoughts. So I need to be careful about that. And when we're thinking about things, when we're affirming things, when we're demanding, if you will, our things from the universe, that doesn't mean just material things. I know sometimes we bog down in this, you know, well, I want this and I want that, and they're things. They're things that we could get by some other method. We don't need to ask God to give us a car. We can go get our own. We can choose it. We can earn it. We can have the consciousness of it. Because if we don't have the consciousness of something, it's not the case, and we know, we've seen people pray for stuff all of their lives and all of our lives. Sometimes they get it, sometimes they don't. It's not because God doesn't answer the prayer, it's all about the way they've done it. I can't pray to have $1 billion and have it fall in my lap. I have to pray for the consciousness of wealth. I have to pray for the ability to know my spiritual place and how to use that to better this world and myself. Does that make any sense at all? So, yeah. We can have whatever we want, but we have to have the consciousness to accept it. We have to recognize it, we have to know everything about it, and we have to embed that consciousness. We have to have it within us in order for that to even stay, to stick with us. And the thing about it too, this whole thing, this whole ability to do this whole ability to make our demand upon the universe, it's kind of funny. It's a principle. You know, it's not a special order. It's not a special something or other. It's a principle. And like any other principle, if one person can make that principle work, anybody can make it work. We don't need a priest. We don't need a rabbi. We don't need a minister. We don't need a guru. We don't need any other sort of help. I mean, we can use those things, but the fact is, when we understand the principle, all we have to do is work it. It's not going to work sometimes for some people and not for other people, because it's a principle. So, with God as co-creation, may I go back to Ernest Holmes, who said, "Everything necessary to the full and complete expression of the most boundless experience of joy is mine now. I know this, see it, feel it, and be it. And if everybody was to just do this for a few minutes every day, wow. We would then see a change in the evolution of this planet that's never been seen before. Well, not since the discovery of fire and MTV. So really, in a nutshell, it's like this. We don't fix our problems. We fix our thinking. Problems just fix themselves. We don't fix our lack of something good. We just fix our thinking about it, our consciousness about it. And the rest is just taken care of because we are co-creating. So don't wait for God to do it. Why not? Easy, because it's already done. Everything we're ever going to want, everything we're ever going to need, everything we're ever going to desire is already done. It came with us. It came as part of the package. When we came, it came with us. Every single thing every person ever in existence is going to need has already been provided. Now, somewhere along the line, that supply chain might get held up a little bit. And maybe not due to us, but it's due to other things. Joel Goldsmith, in his book, The Master Speaks, said this: "Be concerned only with the realization that God is fulfilling itself as your individual experience. That God, the consciousness of your being, is always appearing as the form necessary to your unfoldment." And what did Jesus, the Master Teacher, say? When you pray, pray as if you already have it. We can't pray for it tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. But pray for it right now. And it is there right now. Now, it's true there might be a little bit of delay between the actual existence of it and its arrival at our doorstep. But that, I think, can be explained away nicely by Ernest Holmes, who says, "Subjective mind proves that it is unconscious of time, knows neither time nor process. It knows only the completion, only the answer. And that answer is right now in every situation. That's why it's written, before they call, I will answer." Cosmic creation is from idea to object. Doesn't know anything about process. There is a process, but it's not a conscious process, and that's why sometimes there might be a little delay in between when we manifest it and when we've actually got it in our hands. He says one other thing too, quoting Jesus. When you pray, believe that ye have and ye shall receive. He did not say, believe and you will immediately have. He said, ye shall receive. He did not deny the natural law of evolution and growth. We have that natural law. We do have laws of evolution, laws of growth. So sometimes do things come to us instantly? Yes. And we don't want to get bogged down in the process. All we have to do is claim, is declare, is affirm that this has happened, that this is ours, and it is, and there's no force on the planet that can stop that from happening except our gigantic brains. We have this thinking process, we have free will, we can think any way we want. If somewhere along the line we turn that thought around and say something to the effect of somehow, well really I'm not sure, or maybe I don't want it, or that's not possible, guess what? That's the new order. That supersedes the previous one. We have, by God, been entrusted with power, responsibility, privilege. Just by being here, we get all those things coming to us. But we have to do the part about the responsibility. Because, you know, that can be a double-edged sword. It can be good for us, it can be difficult for us. We could choose hate, violence, injustice, or we could not. We could choose love and community, joy and beauty. So let's don't wait for God to do it. Let's do it ourselves. Let's choose those things, and let's choose only those things that we want. Let's stop thinking about the things that we don't want. Let's only think about getting the things that we do want, getting them in volume, and getting them right now, and getting them 100% God ordained and delivered to us. And let's just know this together. Let's just know in this world, the possibilities are limitless. Possibilities are completely unlimited because we have the power to draw from that presence, that one and only presence, from that infinite field of potentiality where everything is possible. We have the ability to draw from that according to our wish, according to our desire, according to that which our thought creates a mold for and has it filled in that divine subjectivity and delivered to us and out picturing as our world. So we do not have to wait for God to do it. We can co-create with God for all the good we want right now, right here. In fact, this is the only time and place we can do that. And when we do that, nothing is going to stop that from happening. It keeps saying that from the second happiness heard my name, it's been running all over the place trying to find me. Sometimes I'm bobbing and weaving and I'm ducking and dodging, but that doesn't matter because every time I let up on that and when I stand out in the open and say, here I am, God, I just surrender to this, it's me, I'm yours, fill me up, that is exactly what's going to happen. And for this I'm ever grateful. And it's just with this heart full of gratitude I say, thank you, God, for this, and so it is. So this is our opportunity to share our good, knowing that all of our good comes from that one source, God. And for this we are eternally grateful. Thank you for your gracious gifts. It's those gifts that keep us going. And for those not in the sanctuary but supporting us still from a distance, thank you also. Let's just know that we bless these gifts, these tithes, these offerings, knowing that they're given from the central core of who we are, which is God made manifest in this world. We send them forth to do their great work in our community with no strings and no conditions. And so it is.
Talk to me. darkness of my soul. I've been waiting all my life to hear you talk to me. Talk to me when I'm lonely and afraid. Caress my spirit with the word. Talk to me. I've been talking to myself since I first learned how, but I never knew how to listen until now. Sing to me in the beating of my heart, in the wind and rain and ocean. Sing to me, won't you sing to me of the freedom that is mine? Make it clear and strong and beautiful. Sing to me. In the quiet of the night it came to me. It is done unto you if you only believe. Listen. Talk to me. Listen. Talk to me. Listen.
Rick Dale once again. Rick Dale and Tommy Cosentino. Wow. Now this is our opportunity to get in front of a practitioner. I believe Rick Dale's a practitioner. Get in front of a practitioner. These folks are steeped in affirmative prayer, ready, willing, and able to drop everything right now and have an affirmative prayer for you, or just chat about something if you'd like, or there's something that you or someone in your life would like prayer for, come on up. And otherwise, if you just want an affirmation that life is so good it's going to continue for this, like this forever, let's do it. So together.
Let gratitude flow. Let that and God is so happy to bestow
So here's what I know. Something incredible is happening through me right now.
Something incredible is happening through me right now.
It's this thing called life.
It's this thing called life.
It's this thing called power.
It's this thing called power.
The power of God.
The power of God.
I can use it.
I can use it
Because I am part of it.
because I am part of it.
I can direct my life.
I can direct my life.
I can make my entire future
I can make my